Traders, what I'm going to attempt to do today is confuse the hell out of you. And how am I going to confuse the hell out of you? By looking at correlations between currency pairs. Now, correlations between currency pairs is something that you must be aware of. They give you extra data and therefore extra confluence when placing a trade or looking at a specific pair. Okay, so you must be aware of them. But I'm in today's vid, guys, right? Stay tuned because I'm going to show you some currency pairs that I'm looking at that contradict this correlations. So let's take a look, guys. Let's get started. And at the same time, I'm going to share with you my trade ideas. All right. So there's lots of things to get through, guys. So let's get started. Now, if we look at all of these currency pairs, right, that I've put up on my screen, Euro Aussie dollar, Euro New Zealand dollar, Pound Aussie dollar, Pound New Zealand dollar. Generally speaking, these are all positively correlated, right? So if one goes in this direction, is in an uptrend, the other will be in an uptrend. They are positively correlated. If they were negatively correlated, then if one goes up, the other one comes down, right? That's negative correlation. But all of these are positively correlated. Okay. Now, if we think specifically about Euro Aussie dollar and Euro New Zealand dollar, these are going to be even more highly correlated. Like if Euro Aussie dollar does this, in an uptrend, then Euro New Zealand dollar is generally going to do this. Okay. And Pound Aussie dollar, Pound New Zealand dollar, if Pound Aussie dollar did this, was in a downtrend, then Pound New Zealand dollar is going to do the same and be in a downtrend, right? They are positively correlated. Now, let's get rid of this off the screen because what's really going to confuse you is this, guys, right? I want to buy Euro Aussie dollar and I want to sell Euro New Zealand dollar, right? Confusing, yeah? You'll possibly argue, Tom, your trade doesn't make sense, right? And there's a good argument for that, right? But I'm going to explain exactly what I will do, so stay tuned. And then Pound Aussie dollar, again, I want to buy Pound Aussie dollar, but I want to sell Pound New Zealand dollar. Again, contradictory, breaking correlations, confusing. What the hell are you talking about, Tom? Right? So we're going to look at these now in more detail and exactly how I'm going to trade each one, because all four of these are trade ideas. Okay. Now, before I show you these, just think about that for a second. If I want to buy Euro Aussie dollar, buy Pound Aussie dollar, sell Euro New Zealand dollar, sell Pound New Zealand dollar, then clearly New Zealand dollar is the strongest currency out of all of these in here, right? And Aussie dollar is the weakest currency out of all of these in here, right? So that's what I mean by also looking at, cross pairs and cross correlations. So a direct result of that should be that I sell Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, right? That would make perfect sense from what I'm seeing in the market. All right. So we'll also take a look at Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar as well. Okay. But let's focus on these trades now. So I'm going to remove all this. So remember, I want to buy Euro Aussie dollar and we're going to start there. Okay. So why do I want to buy Euro Aussie dollar? Well, we were in this downtrend. And as soon as we break this high, we're in an uptrend. Price has retraced, to the moving average 20, right? And I think we've got potential to come back up to these last highs here, if not further. Okay, in fact, let me put my blue line in for a target. Okay, so take price back up to there. Okay, and that's just following daily structure, right? We've had a bit of a retrace, we've got room to move into. Now, if we go to the day chart of Euro New Zealand now, which is also a trade idea, we're in a downtrend, right? Okay, we're seeing lower highs, lower lows. And not only that, guys, right, we are seeing all of these bearish candles, right? They are bearish. Sellers are in control here. Okay, so I'm looking to take price potentially all the way back down to here. So one of these has to be wrong. Okay, just because of what the correlation says between these pairs, one of them has to be wrong. So this is how I'm going to trade it. I'm just going to trade it as per my setup, right? So Euro New Zealand, we're going to drop down to the H4. Okay, so we are in an uptrend stroke range, right? You can see price has just been ranging from here to here. Okay, so I'm going to put an alarm right in here. So just right click, add an alarm, create. So if price breaks this level and therefore, right, we get a break of H4 structure, we start to get lower lows, I will sell Euro New Zealand dollar. Okay, I will let the market tell me which one is correct. All right, and now let's go back to Euro Aussie dollar on the H4. Remember, I want to buy this pair and I want to be with H4 trend. And currently I am not with H4 trend. We are in a H4 downtrend, right? Lower highs, lower lows. We're in a downtrend. So what I will do, I will put an alarm in here. Okay, create alarm, because if price comes up and breaks this level, then I have a setup to buy Euro Aussie dollar. We've had a H4 structure break. My higher time frame, the daily, tells me to buy this pair, and therefore I will buy it. So, you can have contradictory pairs in terms of contradictory correlations, but you still need to trade your setup. And I'm going to let the market tell me. I'm not going to, flip a coin and decide. I'm going to let the market tell me with H4 structure and trend, which one is correct to trade. Okay, so that's Euro Aussie dollar and Euro New Zealand dollar. So let's take a look at pound Aussie dollar and pound New Zealand dollar. Okay, it's exactly the same scenario, right? So pound Aussie dollar, right? We was in this, kind of ranging market, and then bang, we broke. We're in an uptrend. We're getting higher highs, right? And prices retrace to a nice level of support. What was once resistance here becomes support. So potentially we're getting a higher low. We've also got the moving average 20 coming round. Okay, so this is a really nice support area in here for buys. Okay, yeah, it's difficult to disagree with that, right? Pound Aussie dollar is a buying opportunity. Now let's compare, that's the day chart. Let's compare this with pound New Zealand dollar daily chart. Okay, and this, I'm actually in this trade, guys, right? And this is in a downtrend, right? We're getting lower highs, lower lows, and these highs right here haven't broke. And at those highs, you can see we're starting to get bearish candles, bearish wicks. So the idea would be to take price back down to these lows. Okay, this would be my higher time frame target, right? So you can see the difference between pound Aussie dollar daily chart and pound New Zealand dollar daily chart, right? They both make sense. So again, if we start with pound Aussie dollar and we go to the H4 chart, right? If I get a break of H4 structure, because currently we're in this downtrend. So if I get a break of this level, I'm going to put an alarm in. Okay, so I can go off and do other things and just wait for my alarm. So if we get a break, then pound Aussie dollar is the one to trade, right? And we take price higher. Okay, that's how I'll trade it. And then on pound New Zealand dollar, I am already in this trade, okay, because we've already had a H4 structure break. Okay, so yesterday when we got this break here of this low, I just waited for a retrace, okay, and took this trade. So I'm in a sell from here, and my stop is currently up here. However, the market is fluid, okay, and we have a new lower high, right? So price has done this now. And again, right, if this level holds and we get a nice bearish reaction, then pound New Zealand dollar could be the trade. However, if price breaks, you know, this level, then I will get out of this trade and I was wrong. Okay, but currently pound New Zealand dollar is telling me to sell it. Okay, we'll see how this H4 candle finishes. So you can see, guys, how it's important to look at cross currency pairs and important to understand these correlations. But even if you do, let the market dictate how you trade it. Trade your setup. For me, it's a H4 trend. So I'm going to let that guide me. Guys, I've got some more trades I want to share, so stay tuned. Before I do, if I could just ask everyone to please subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash the like button. We'd love to have you. Also, don't forget to join our trading community where you can talk to like-minded traders, share knowledge, ideas. So please come join our free Discord channel. It's free. Come join it. Also, guys, if you want more than that and you want access to my trade signals, you want access to all of my tutorials and strategies, and you want access to me, then please come join our VIP Trading Academy. And right now, if you sign up with our preferred broker, you can get free access to the VIP Trading Academy. No brainer. Sign up with one of our brokers. Right, guys, the final trades that I'm looking at today is this. So US dollar, Canadian dollar. I still really like this weekly level. And US dollar strength yesterday took a bit of a turn. Okay. So if we just look at this from a weekly point of view with US dollar, Canadian dollar, right, we really like this level. Yeah. It was once support, could become very nice resistance. If we look at the day chart, you know, we've also had a bit of a bearish reaction at that level with this candle here, and even yesterday's candle. But for me to trade it, I would need to see a H4 structure break. And as you can see, that would be this level through here. All right, so if I got a break through this level, yeah, I would consider selling US dollar, Canadian dollar. Again, just put an alarm in. Just put an alarm in at the levels you like so you don't have to stare at the screen, right? You can go off and do whatever you like. And finally, which supports this, you know, the US dollar strength has changed, is gold, right? You know, US dollar is super weak when it comes to gold. Look at this, right? Gold is reaching, as we spoke about it yesterday, guys, price came up, it was in this range, okay, and then bang, right? We got a break of these highs. That is a continuation of trend. The problem is shot off so much, right? You know, I'm not going to start buying it up here, right? I need value. So I need a retrace, you know? So if we look at the H4, I mean, ideally, we'd get a retrace back into this level. Yeah, what was once resistance becomes very good support. But what I will also consider, guys, is just letting the moving average 20 catch up. So if the moving average 20 catches up and price retraces down to it as well, I would also consider buying gold from that level. All right, guys. So yeah, those are all the things I'm looking at today. Hope you've enjoyed the vid. If you have, please subscribe, like, and share. Have a great trading day, and I'll see you next time, guys.